What's up, y'all? I haven't done a video in a minute, and I told myself I was going to get back to it. December and January, I want to get at least 5 out. That's the goal. But today, I'm going to talk about something a little different. I'm a big basketball fan, and that not just the NBA, but like Next Chapter, Ball is Life, Off the Dribble, like all the YouTube basketball space. I actually been to like 2 of the events. I went to the Nas and Briscoe one, and then I went to the one in Jersey, the Next Chapter event in Jersey, which was fun. So if you into that, I would definitely recommend going in person. Like, it's not a waste of money. Like, it's really like, it's definitely something, if you're really into that, you should do. But today I'm going to talk about today's pay-per-view matchup because it drops today. Moon versus Cam, and who I think is going to win, or why I think Moon is going to win. Now, Cam, that's my guy. Like, I remember when Frigga discovered him. Like, I'm not saying it like he discovered him like he made Cam, but like, y'all know what I mean. When Frigga, 2020, 2021 Frigga was going to different people's cities, playing a best player. If you know, you know. I remember that video in Charlotte where he found out about Cam. I think Cam had on some like purple lamellos. Like, if you know, you know. And Cam is my guy. And at first, it was funny. I didn't like Moon at first. Like, I don't know, it's because I thought he did too much, like, not did too much in terms of personality, but, like, on the court, like, I thought he wasted a lot of dribbles, like, it was always a hang dribble, which it still is, but now he's, like, he'll take the jab three, like, he'll take what the defense gives him versus him going into every game knowing that he's tough, so let me just do too much. But I think Moon is going to win today. Like, I know a lot of people are torn. A lot of people don't know who to choose. Like, everybody thinks it's going to be a close game. Like, 39-20, 28-30. Like, it's literally, like, all the polls are, like, 50-50. But the reason why I think Moon is going to win, I think it comes down to stops. Like, I think Moon is just the better defender. And I feel like he's the better shot maker. Like, Cam, he's probably the better pure, like, shooter and probably pure scorer. But I just feel like this is Moon's environment. Like, Moon is actually known for going to people's cities and beating them. Like, he did that to Terry Hosley and a couple others, bro. Like, because they're playing in Charlotte, in North Carolina. So, Moon is going to feed off that energy. But I just feel like he's going to get the more crucial stops and make the more crucial buckets when it gets to it. And I also trust his conditioning way better than Cam. Like, Cam is in good shape. Cam is in great shape. Like, this is probably the best shape I've seen Cam in. But I just feel like when it's time to get to it, I trust Moon a little bit more than Cam. I think this is easily game of the night. Like, obviously Rob versus DA, but only because, like, I've never seen DA. Like, I didn't know who DA was before all of this. Like, I know he's some big guy in Indiana. I know he played overseas and stuff, but, like, I never really heard of him. That's no shade to him. But also, Lat versus Day. If you in tuned, bro, I feel like that's a really... And their face-off they probably had the most animosity in their face-off to me. Like, everybody else was like, well, because after this, Moon and Cam are still going to be cool. So, like, yeah, whoever wins, you know, it might be a little tension, but, like, they're still friends. So, like, that's why I like this. Like, it's showing that we don't have to have beef for a good matchup, which I feel like a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people want everybody to be beefing. Like, I also feel like there should be terms of, like, competitiveness. Like, okay, just because that's my guy, we don't got to be cool. Like, you know, everybody always make fun of, like, Tay and them for saying all glory to God because, you know, Tay don't really be on nothing. But I'm telling you, Moon and Cam are about to put on a show tonight. Moon and Cam about to put on a show. But I think Cam, I think Cam, if he goes off, I still think it's going to be a close game. But, like his last pay-per-view, who was it? It was against Lat, right? Lat is probably just as... he's not as good as defender as Moon, but he's probably one of the most underrated defenders on the scene. And yet, Cam beat him. But, like, the thing is, though, Moon is taller. And I also feel like that was Lat's first pay-per-view. Not that it matters, but and also Lat isn't as battle-tested as Moon, as Cam, and the other guys. Like, Lat, his only one-on-ones is who? Keyshawn, Saint, who can't play defense. Like, Lat is nice. Like, Lat dropped 85. We're not going to discredit Lat. But at the same time, I feel like it's going to be different. Because at first, when I thought Cam was going to beat Lat. Like, I just thought Cam was going to, but I thought it was going to be a lot like it. What exactly what happened, exactly what I thought was going to happen happened. I thought Lat was going to get a lead because he was going to get stops. But then Cam did what he did best. Started from half court and got buckets. Like, he scored like 9 straight, I think. So, I'm telling you, this is going to be a good game, I feel like. And also, I don't like to do this because I feel like that's corny, but Moon beat Nesco and Nesco beat Cam. Now, I know Nesco beat Moon twice before their pay-per-view, but like the one of them, to me, they're 1-1. I wouldn't mind seeing another game between them, just because it was one game where I think, and I don't think the other 2 games were to 30. I think they was like to 15 or 12. But I remember one of them, Moon could have like ended it with a free throw, but Moon is one, he doesn't want to end it on a free throw. So he ended up like just checking up when he got fouled instead of just making a free throw, and he would have won the game. But yeah, I just think Moon is going to get those crucial stops. And when Moon wins this game, who I think his next matchup should be, I wouldn't mind seeing him versus Rob, him versus Scoob. Him versus Scoob would be good. And that's another thing. I need Baller's Life off the dribble and TNC. Like I understand Scotty's point of view and not wanting to, not collab, but like, try to keep the, not separated, but like, if y'all don't know, I think it was Davo, I think, from Off the Dribble called Scotty a slave master for like not wanting to. It was something because he was saying he doesn't let the TNC guys branch out or stuff. So I highly doubt that we'll get a collaborative effort from all 3 parties on YouTube. But the scene, it's needed if we really want to see those good matchups, like a Frigga versus Scoob, Rob versus Nas eventually. Like, these platforms got to figure it out. They have to figure it out because that's what the fans want to see. And then all the pay-per-view stuff, like, I don't mind paying the bread for it. Like, it depends, but it gets to a point where certain games that would have been free on YouTube a couple years ago not being free. Like, the fact that people had to pay for Day and Jay Horn is kind of crazy to me because it's like, all right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, those big key mark games aren't going to be free no more on YouTube. Like, I understand that's what has to happen when the space grows, or to keep the space to continue to grow, but I don't know. But yeah, I think all this, I know I talked about everything but what I was supposed to talk about, but I think Cam is gonna be turned though. Like, Cam is gonna surprise people in defense today. Like, I think he's gonna get a lot of crucial stops, but I just feel like Moon is just a better defender. Like, there's a difference between getting a stop just because you know how a person plays versus you actually being a good defender. Because these guys, like, they've been cool for the last 4 or 5 years, so all the sparring sessions, all the seasons on Next Chapter. Even they actually played 1-on-1 too. It was to like 5 though. It was on Frigga's channel. It was like the Wild Hunt versus Frigga fam. It was those days. And that's when that's when I was discovering who Moon really is. And I still didn't really like him. Like, that was when he had the fro. Like, if you know, you know. But it was just like, I thought he did too much. But now, like, he's seasoned. Like, I feel like Moon's gonna get stops. He's gonna score. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they go into halftime with Moon being down. Moon is known for that. And I feel like, but I trust Moon being down at halftime versus I would trust Cam being down at halftime. So, yeah, I think Moon is gonna win. But no matter who wins, I think it's gonna be a good game. And the rest of the pay-per-view matchups, who I think, J. Lou versus Ryan. Listen, if J. Lou loses, I don't want to see him on YouTube again. Because I feel like every couple of months, he'll take a couple losses and then be like, okay, I'm back, I'm locked in. Kind of like how Scar is. Like, the Scar is better than J. Lou to me, at least. I think it shouldn't be a debate. Like, Scar stays booked. Like, we haven't seen J. Lou on the scene for like 2 years, but I want J. Lou to beat Ryan. Because I don't know why I don't like Ryan either. I don't know, it's because he's a new guy and he's kind of not cocky, but like, he's the showman. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he does. Well, hold on, gotta make a substitution. Actually, I feel like, yeah, he's another guy. Like, he'll shoot from half, which I like, and also he doesn't play defense. Like, you can't win games if you're not playing defense. That's why I'm happy. Well, I wasn't happy that he lost, but like that's why he lost to Mike Harden. But yeah, so I want J. Lou to win. But if he loses to Ryan, it's time to wrap it up. Like you just a highlight player at that point. What's the next game? Tay versus C4. I got Tay. I think Tay has some of the most underrated wins on YouTube. Like he beat Bino for those who don't know. Not GF Bino, but the one that like played in the G League. Like he beat him. And Bino's tough. And like he didn't walk. I think he walked Bino down because he was down. Tay was down like 29-20. Or it was something like that. It was 29-25, 29-26. Like he was down by a wide margin and he came back, got that win. And I think C4 is a little bit more like, he's a little bit more shifty than Bino, but Bino is also bigger in like in terms of like weight and like muscle. So the fact that Tay was able to pull that out. And the last pay-per-view, he almost beat Rob. He's a couple free throws away from beating Rob, which is crazy. He'll be the only second person to say he got a win against Rob. Like, that's crazy. Like, that would have put Tay in some conversations. But yeah, so I got Tay winning, but I think that's going to be a close game. Like, C4 is nice. C4 could hoop. C4 could definitely hoop. And Tay can't lose this, because if he does, it's going to be really hard for him to get another pay-per-view, because he's 0-2. He lost to Zay in the first one, which I want to see him and Zay run it back. Zay might probably still win, but just because the first pay-per-view, it was all the stoppages and stuff, so yeah. So I got Tay. I got J. Lou, I got Tay. What's the third one? I feel like there's another matchup I'm missing. Oh, Lat and Day Day. Now, this is another one that could be game of the night. This one is also another, like, toxic one. Like, they might not have beef, but, like, they both from Michigan. Like, their face-off was probably had the most animosity to me. I feel like this is one because I like Day Day, bro. Like, I like his, like, Day Day kind of reminds me of me. Not in terms of, like, a little bit in play style and, like, just to, like, not awkward plays, but, like, you just don't know what they're going to do. Like, their game looks kind of weird. Like, it's not the most pretty game, but also very scrappy on defense. But Lat is just polished. Like, Lat can't lose. If Lat loses, his stock is going to go down a lot versus Day Day. I feel like Day Day's known for putting up good fights and losing against good players. Like, no shade, but, like, remember he got, like, 16-0'd by Rob. He lost to Zay twice. Like, he had some losses, but he just beat Kel. So, Day Day's on a trajectory. Like, if he wins this, we probably see him maybe. And he also lost to Moon. That was a really good game. Like, if you haven't seen that game, look that game up on YouTube. Like, that was a very underrated game. That's when Day Day, like, he made a name for himself. I think it was, like, Season 8, Season 9, or Next Chapter. But, yeah, I think Day Day versus Tay would be good. But I got Lat, bro. No, I'm back and forth. I don't know if I got Lat or Day Day. But I'm gonna go Day Day. No, I'm going Lat. Because Lat, it was something about his face-off that made me feel like, yeah, he's not losing. Like, I feel like he's not losing. He can't lose. So I'm going to go Lat. Then Reese versus Keon. This is another one where I feel like this is going to be probably the most, like, entertaining, like, highlights outside of maybe, like, J. Lou and, Ryan. Like, I feel like this is going to be really highlight worthy, especially because they have two clashing play styles too. One is more of like a post scorer versus Keon. He's elusive. He's gonna get to whatever he wants. Now, I feel like Keon, he's a little mad because Keon's lost a lot of like team setting games, and the narrative around it is that he can't play defense. Now, knowing that when it comes to one-on-one, which I feel like if you a defender, you should defend no matter what. But the one-on-ones where it's more serious, where, like, you're judged more, he's locked up. Like, he's beaten Burke and Cal. Well, the Burke game didn't finish, but he was up, like, I don't know. It was bad, though. Like, I don't think Burke even had double digits yet. And then Cal, I think it was, like, 30-9 or 30-7. Like, and so that means two elite. Actually, I wanted to see Burke and Cal play, which is the crazy part. Like, that was supposed to be the original pay-per-view matchup that season, but Keon got voted in because he just had a really good season, or he had that really good game. I think the tag team 1-on-1. But yeah, the fact that, but Reese is also no slouch. Like him and he was up on Lat. I think it wasn't a pay-per-view, but it was a regular game, or it was like one of the TNC League games. But the fact that he was up too, I don't know. Like this game is just clash and play styles. Like this one is another hard one to like predict. Like I don't know who's gonna win this one. I want Keon to win because I feel like Reese, since he's still like they're both technically rookies to the 1-on-1 space, but I feel like Keon's a little bit more known. So I feel like if he loses, he's gonna be judged a little bit harder. Versus if Reese loses, like people would be like, "Well, you lost against Keon. Like that's not too many people can beat him." So he still has ways to go. So I'm gonna go Keon just because he has more to lose, in my opinion. But if Reese just uses the fact that he's bigger than Keon, that he's a grown man, I think Reese should be able to take it. And I think this is a close game because Keon said 30-16. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Keon just washes him, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm going Keon. And then yeah, so I got Lat, Keon, J. Lou, Tay. Now Rob versus DA, the main event. I need Rob to wash him. Respectfully, I need Rob to wash him. Like, I think it will be a close game, like maybe 30-25, 30-28 maybe. But I need Rob to win. This is one of the games Rob can't lose. Like, that's how I felt about when he played Zay. Like, the whole time, because Zay went up for a minute. Like, I know Rob started 11-0, but then, Rob went 11-0, and then Zay caught up. Like, he was like 29-25 at one point. And I was like, bro, Rob can't lose this game. He can't lose this game, especially, like, that's his only top 5 matchup since Scoob, I think. And it's Scoob and Rob need to play again. They need, because that second game, Rob beat him on Frigga Fam. People count it because he 16-0'd him, but, like, it's Frigmas or, like, the Frigga Fam games. Like, people don't really be taking those serious, but it is what it is. And then Rob hacked him. I'm not hating on Scoob. I mean, Scoob hacked Rob, and there's the first pay-per-view, so they need to play again. But I need Rob to win. No way I just got a charge, too. But I need Rob to win this game. That's all I have to say. I feel like, because DA came on the scene so, like, degrading or, like, demeaning, like, yeah, I'm a pro. Like, we get it, bro. You're a pro. But, like, making it seem like there's levels to this. Like, that's what every pro has said and lost. So I hope they keep the streak going because it's just like, all right, bro. Like, there's no need for that, bro. And then he was like saying like how, other players might enter the 1v1 space like Kyrie and KD, because if he's saying if he entered the space, then they'll see it as like, oh, maybe I'm not too little for this, like, or I'm not too big for this. Pause. Like, bro, you think you really on that level of Kyrie and Wayne Durant? And that's no shade. I've never played professional basketball. I've never played varsity basketball. But, like, I don't know. He just seems like... And he's made money. He's been able to feed his family by playing basketball. Like, you got to have that, like, cockiness to make it to that level. So I can't shade him for that. I can't. But it's just like, I need Rob to humble him. Because I want to see what he's going to say if he loses. So I got Rob, and then I got Moon versus Cam. So those are my pay-per-view predictions. And yeah, we're going to see today, man. But yeah, I think Moon money line is the way to go.